Hello, dear friend. So that's Martina. So what I want to share today, it's something which changed my life, and something that some tools and processes I'm using that could have prevented me to go the road that became more complicated in my life. I started to do some life changes in my life. At some point I realized that I have to change my life intuitively. I was doing changes intuitively, like my internal river was really big and I knew that I need to change things. But of course, as our river system in our consciousness is not that one united, for me definitely it was not fully united. So that means that I didn't do the best choices for myself. So in this video I want to share, um, just mentioning the river. I really would like to come back to it maybe later because it's a really interesting topic. But what I wanted to share is that inner guidance, that inner knowing, mm, that is helpful, um, that connects to the tool I want to share with you. If you are still fragmented and unhealed fully in your parts consciousness while doing a lot of different choices. So I was there. That was my one of my pain points, where I didn't have a lot of unhealed parts of me integrated, and I had to make some choices in life because I really wanted to, and it was the right time. And the first guidance was correct. I didn't follow it, so uh, for that reason, I want to share with you two important tools which I found, and um, if I give it to you, that could inspire you to avoid doing life mistakes, not to follow your inner guidance, that the intuition that wants to take care of you, that is there to take care of you, but how to trust it when your smaller minds, your unhealed parts of you don't want to trust it because of programming. So at some point in my life, I had an encounter with spirit guide while on a journey of yes, I want to change in life, and things were coming aligned, and I had money to do it, and money to invest into things to help me with the life change. The guide guided me toward the solution, which was very clear. It was very, very clear. Well, that time I asked my friend intuitively. He had some kind of marijuana, and I never smoke or take it internally or whatever. But intuitively, I wanted, because I had an idea and an understanding that intuitively that I need to help myself to see something, or like that time it was also for fun because that was my one of the bucket list thing to do, to try that. And that time after, I had an encounter with spirit guide, and the message was very pure. It was so pure and clear and nice. I didn't follow it though, because the other parts of me took over day after, 2 days after, where I shared it and it's, oh, you were on the drugs. So, and then I felt to the next steps that I was planning originally, that were quite aligned with my indigo, myself, that woo personality I have, the whatever you call it, but the one who is part of the creating the new world, the golden age. And that journey felt like it makes sense logically, so I need to do this path. But in fact, it was the second path. It was not what fully what my spirit guide advised me. But looking back, I know that if I had a stronger connection with my spirit guide, I could have allowed the connection to be more close. So by this video, I'm promoting shamanism, spirit guide, connecting to spirit guide. There are meditations. I have one from Til Swan, which is very gentle and non-shamanic, but there are also shamanic guidance. There is a shamanic guidance on YouTube, so you can have a look and do your own research. But I do really recommend shamanism and how to trust that. And the other thing that really helped me, it's Till promotes a one really nice question, Till Swan, and that's what would someone who loves themselves do? And wait for the answer and trust it and commit to it for 365 days. This question is fully available on her YouTube video called Self Love. So, self love question is your answer. The answer comes after the question, and the question is all about self love, compassion, of kind of like if in terms of oneness, like the self love. I mean, there is a bigger picture which I tune to, and which is not coming clear at the moment, but basically on intuitive level the answer comes. And sometimes because of my programming and so many unhealed parts, I still tweak it sometimes, and like, would someone who loves themselves do this really? Because sometimes the answer is slow, but it does come. So that's really good. And I mean, I'm also inspired by her self-love course. There are very similar things that I'm sharing with you shared. So if you want to do that, you can also purchase very cheap, very budget and life-changing course from Till Swan. But I'm just saying few things that really worked for me that I committed to. And because of my life changes now again, soon and stuff, I started to connect to that. And of course, I also tend to practice connecting to my heart, which is been a challenge, and I'm more feeling like this is the way something higher tells me, guides me. But I understand the pain of not following it. It's so kind of natural. It's like a second nature that we don't follow what's the higher guidance, because yes, that's what my mom said, that's the voice of my mother, that's the whatever, that's the one who tries to make sense out of that. But yeah, I'm just advising you all, guys, because I've recently done one step because of my situation and also financial now, and I've booked something, and it was literally advice of my guide, and I feel so good about it. I feel like I'm on track. I feel like I'm booming. Like, this heart chakra is so open. I mean, this is a seed in the soil for me because it's a project. So I don't want to talk about it anymore. But I also started to feel like that goodness, and self love itself is a magic. So yeah, that's the question. What would someone who loves themselves do? And wait for the answer, and also check on YouTube for the Till Swans video. But I'm telling you that it's really magical to do that. I hope to see you here for comments. What works for you for the guidance? If you got led different directions, and what works for you, if it's helpful to have my guidance here, if you want to share something that like you've been always like really guided by that, something similar. And I also do inner child healing work if you're interested, inspired by completion process designed by Till Swan. So yeah, I've got a page on Facebook, or comment below. Email, I have an email, and brand Kundalini Martina on Facebook. So yeah, it will be nice to have you for that healing journey, for a free call to check, and then guide you through it. Because that's my passion. I so believe in the healing, and I so trust it, and it's really helpful to help to align this fragmentation to, as I said, the river is huge. We are the river. We are the rivers, the streams, and it does help. The inner child healing does help with the anxiety and with alignment of these streams and the fragmentation. So then the less coping comes in place, then less and less. So nice to see you here, and lots of love. Namaste, Martina.